On this episode of BENSWORX, I'm going to take this junky flea market ring and turn it into some opal jewellery. So I've had this ring for about 5 years now. I picked it up at a local flea market for a few bucks, and I really like the idea that you could spin this outer ring, but I've got this idea to take this outer ring off and put an opal inlay in the middle. I've got 5 different types of opal to choose from. I've got the Caribbean blue, the black fire, the sleepy lavender, the space titanium, and the pearl white. I think for this project I'm going to go with space titanium. So the first thing I need to do is get this outer ring off. I'm going to go ahead and get my grinder and just cut a little line in here, then hopefully I can get a screwdriver and pop the ring off. So we got the outer ring off, and now we've got a nice little channel there to fill up with some opal. So now the outer ring's off, I'm just going to go ahead and polish the core, and then we can start laying the opal. Now I'm just going to put the ring on a wooden mandrel, and I'm just going to sit it over a cup, that way it'll catch any excess opal. To glue the opal down, you need to lay down some thick CA glue. Now just pour the opal over the top. Just do one segment at a time and pack it in tight. So once you've packed it all down nicely, it should look something like this. Now the next step is to grab yourself some thin CA glue and just put it all over the top, and it'll lock it all in together. Now thin CA generally doesn't take long to dry, so just keep spinning the mandrel until it does. So now the ring's nice and dry, I'm just going to put it onto my mandrel here. And I'm going to take my chisel and just start shaping it up. Now that I've got the shape that I want, I'm going to go ahead and take some sandpaper and just start sanding it up. So I've sanded that up to 400. Now the next thing I need to do is start applying the finish, and I'll be using some thin CA glue, and I'll put about 4 coats on it. And I'm going to apply it by using this paper towel. So that's 4 coats of thin CA, and also I'll put 1 coat of medium CA on there. And now the next step is to grab my Micromesh pads and polish it up.